Okay guys, welcome back to the channel. Pretty windy day here. Just taking the sheet there, which is pulling it into the clamp, the new clamp. I'm on top of this sawdust bit. Thanks for all your comments on the last video about how to dry sawdust. It definitely needs agitation. This has been on for a week. We've been pumping the air out of the kiln, so once it's done the logs, it then tries to dry this. And I don't know whether you can see, it's very patchy. You can see the light stuff there and the dark stuff. So yeah, I'm going to call time on this method, because otherwise I'll be tipping it and putting it back in, tipping it, putting it back in, which is fine when it's dry, but at the moment you just don't get a break in the weather. As you all know, it's just raining all the time, so you've got to sort of do this indoors. I'm kind of inclined to try and mix this with a bit of sawdust and just run it through our regular wood tech dryer, which is doing a nice job taking out the fines in a really nice dry amount. But there we are anyway. I'll get down and we'll go from there. So this one's been on a week now, and you can see the UK timber stuff at the top, and you've got, I think it's ours there. It's just a very different type of chip. It's drying better, but there's still wet patches in it. It's dry next to the V. So yes, some kind of agitation is necessary within these bins to get them to effectively dry. But we'll tip it out and have a look now. Bits of it that are dry, bits of it that are wet. So this is some of the rougher chip. I think it's more of a sort of chainsaw chip, and that dryer. Anything which was the bandsaw isn't that dry, but we've pushed this up here. We'll just have a little look at it, put my hand through it and see how dry it is. I mean, it's not bad, but I can feel it's hot, but I can also feel the moisture in there. I just think it's anything to kind of get the air through. Yeah. Okay, we got some of this sawdust from a local mill. It's really dusty. He's gonna slice it. Like I'm in a ghost village. We are just pushing that up. I'll tell you one thing, when you go in it, you look like you've been Casper the Ghosted. Right, just going to move this sawdust over a little bit, I think. There we are, just mixing it once again. You can see that orange stuff. I do not like that sawdust. Here's our stuff, and mixed from the this is the mixture from the cabinet maker that we get, and also our own fines out of our wood chip dryer. We'll try and get the rest of the stuff out the back of the trailer now, because it's just sticking, which is a real nuisance with this V. But the V is the right way to dry it. Full force, we don't think it's quite the way, but it's just getting stuck in there. So we're going to have to try and really shake it back and forth and see if we can get it out now. Okay, it's sticking so much we're having to dig the last bit out now, which is a real pain. I fell over. It's so slidey in that bin, but raising the top there. Coming down. Yep. That's what I did. Okay, I'll put it back in again. That should just try and agitate everything up. And we'll put it on. Yeah, then we'll put it back on for another few days, just see if we can dry it down just a little bit further over the weekend. And yeah. See where we go, see if we can get that moisture down to about 15%. We're getting there. Definitely the more chunkier the sawdust, better it is, but if we can mix it, that's nice too. Okay, there's the bin back in place. We've stirred it up. We'll leave it for a little while, and yeah, come back after the weekend, tip it out, blend it with what we've got out of our dryer, and that'll be enough. Okay guys, we're just down in the quarry. We've done some cutting away the trees just to try and get this bank off here. As you see, they've already started to cut because there's a bench of stone under there. We're going to take that, widen out this whole area here, so that it's a little bit better for shooting, and it's also easier to get in and out of here, turn around, etc. So that's our little job over the weekend. We'll bring the chipper down, chip all this up. A few roots in there, but we'll have to knock those about. Generally that's not too bad. So yeah, we'll come and have a look, see how he's getting on. So he's got a few little stone piles along there, another one there, diggers there. He's standing on this bit, which I'd quite like to take out, but I don't know if there's any stone under it, because looking back over there where he's just started, he pulled the mud off and there's no stone under there. So this might already be overburden that's been quarried, but it did look, I can see sort of bits, lumps of stone down there. So it's just very hard to try and work out what's happened here, really. But I got a feeling it would still be useful if we could slightly remove this patch, and then the chute would have a bit more space in here. Mike's put a little culvert in there, and he's got more brash that he's taken down, so we'll have to get the chipper down here, do a little bit of chipping here, etc. So yeah, we're gonna have a little bit of fun down here, I think. It's quite a good heavy duty wire there that's been buried over there. Come across lots of old mining paraphernalia that they basically just didn't clear up, just would chuck a load of overburden over. There's some story that there's like a whole load of carts and train carriages that got just mounded up and left behind and put the earth over them. So that was a way of getting rid of things back in the day. So we do find odd bits and pieces here that come up, and we'll see if we find anything while we're digging this time. Anyway, whole load of silt here that's washed off from the fields. So yeah, there we are. Okay guys, just back in the yard. Got the big saw processing now, all the big ridges on that at the moment. Easy as anything, he's just got his hands folded. Maybe not. Anyway, we've got all these logs here. These are all the big stuff that we've left behind while we've been using the japper. And there they all are. Collected all these things. This is a massive heap all the way along here. And we've just sort of been working through it. So we're going to have to start getting more timber in fairly shortly. And same time, we've got chipper running again. We're very short of chip wood. Still seems to be difficult to get hold of at the moment. This stuff is just chipping again. Slab wood is actually so dry, you can see the dust coming off. So I'm just going to hoik that straight into the shed, which is nice. And we'll go from there. Right, so we've just tipped this all out, and it's not too bad. It was in over the weekend. Doesn't feel too wet to touch, but again, it is ramming in the bottom of these two sides, and I dug it out, and now Brandy's on it digging it. So yeah, just quite hard work with sawdust. So the guy's just doing a routine maintenance check on the two auger bolts that send the maize into the Vogelsang and then into the digester itself. And the bolts are badly corroded, and we're struggling to get them off and change them. Because if they do go, we then got to dig out 10 tons of maize that's in there, and it's not a fun job. We've done it before, and we try and avoid that through these periodic testing. Yeah, I can see that's completely rusted, isn't it, that one? That's not going to come off at all, is it? So two of them broke as you were pulling them, taking them out?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was no strength. They're not gripping at all, are they, on the shaft or anything? Hey guys, we're just going to have a little bit of fun today. We're going to put the Fastrac 2140 on the chipper, see how she handles some of this slab wood that we've got coming into the yard. See if that extra 12 horsepower makes a difference on the chipper. Okay, come back over this way a bit, Mike. See it? Come over. Yeah. Keep coming back. No, you have to go forward. You're about a couple of inches out. Right, now that's it. Come back straight. Bit over that way, Mike. Over, over. Hard over. No, we're going to miss it again. Go forward. That's it. Okay, come back now, Mike. Little bit that way, little bit that way, little bit that way. Keep coming over. Hard over, hard over. No, we missed it again. You're still over this way too much. No, straighten up the wheels, that's it. Now come back, but go that way. That's it. Now straight back, straighten up. Straighten up, that's it, that's it, that's it, that's it, that's it. Well done. I'll just lower it down a bit more. Okay, another inch back. Okay, that's it. We're away. Yeah, that was the stuff, and then yeah, that looks really good, doesn't it?
Nice and clean.
This is where at the end of it, I think, where it comes a bit straggly. Yeah, but yeah, that's good. It's making a good job of that. Yeah. Okay, guys, I think that is doing a better job than that 5150 there. So the extra sort of 12 horsepower is actually making a difference on the Fastrac. You know, because they were big, knotty logs, and it didn't breathe too much. So, you know, it's interesting. There's the softwood. Which is not stopping much. It's always a bit hard to compare because different bits of wood we were chipping up oak the other day. But, you know, yeah, she's doing all right. Guys, that's about 40 minutes chipping there, so that extra 14 horsepower or 12 horsepower, whatever it is actually making quite a difference, and it's looking like nice chip too, so that's great. Right, we're back at lunch and we've got a nice pile now for the last few hours. Okay guys, we shut down for the day, but we had 50 tons of, well, probably about 55 tons of slab wood here on the clamp. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, probably about 10 tons or 15 tons left maybe there. So I would say that putting that machine on, we started at 10, finished at 4, and we probably did, I'd say, about 40 tons through that machine in those 6 hours. So that's a pretty impressive rate of chipping that she's done. So yeah, we're pretty happy with that. We've had a whole load of other stuff coming as well. It's all Outback chip. I don't know whether you see, it's very square, uniform, which is what the Outback does. Whereas the Heiser Hack tends to do, especially on this softwood, just a much more finer chip. Yeah, happy with that one. Hope you enjoyed watching.